The battlefield does not always show blood or broken ground. Sometimes it looks like an ordinary day. A pause before you speak, a look that feels wrong, a thought in your head asking, "Am I good enough?" That is also a fight. You do not get to choose when life tests you, but you do choose how you stand when it does. That choice is where the battle begins. Not against the world outside, but against the part of you that wants to step back. The part that freezes, makes excuses, waits for comfort, or looks for an easier way out. That voice must be outplayed, not argued with. Miyamoto Musashi did not walk into battle because he enjoyed danger. He walked forward because turning back was not an option. His path demanded that he face other men, harsh conditions, and most of all, himself. He understood something most people miss. Life will bring moments that feel like war. Moments that split time into before and after. And if you are not ready, you will fall apart. That is why you train. Not for war, but for life. Because life hides its battles until it is too late. The river does not fight the mountain. It learns how to move around it. The blade does not fear the fire. It enters the flame to be shaped, not ruined. These are the lessons of a warrior. Not only how to strike, but when to wait. Not only how to win, but how to stay whole through the fight. The real goal is not victory. The goal is not breaking under pressure. Preparation does not begin when trouble arrives. It begins long before. When the sun comes up, the warrior has already started moving. When the world sleeps, the warrior listens. When no one is watching, he sharpens his blade. He knows there will be no warning, only the moment when action is required. The cherry blossom does not open because someone asks it to. It opens when the time is right, but long before that moment, it has been preparing in silence. That is your role. Quiet work, daily effort, discipline built where no one can see it. Strategy is born in solitude, not in praise. Musashi wrote, "Study strategy over the years and achieve the spirit of the warrior." He did not say to study only when you feel strong. He meant make it part of your breathing, your thinking, your way of living. If you want to survive the battles of your mind, your emotions, and your relationships, you must turn yourself into something solid. A fortress that does not shake when words hit like arrows. A structure that does not fall when time turns against you. Every reaction shows a weak spot. Every need for approval opens a door. And the warrior learns to close those doors. Awareness is the first step. Once you see the battlefield, preparation must follow. True preparation does not wait for the moment of crisis. It happens long before the storm arrives. If you wait until pressure forces you to act, you have already lost. The sun rises while the world sleeps, and the warrior is already moving. Quiet effort, invisible to anyone else, builds strength that only reveals itself when it is needed most. Musashi taught that preparation is not just physical. It is mental, emotional, and spiritual. Discipline is not a tool you grab when convenient. It is something you live even when no one is watching. When your body is tired, your mind wants rest, or your surroundings demand attention, the real work begins. This is the hidden training that separates the unprepared from the unbreakable. Like a cherry blossom, strength grows unseen. The blossom does not rush open when asked. It waits for the right season, and in that quiet time, it gathers the energy to bloom fully. You must be the same. Repetition, silent effort, and unseen persistence form the foundation of power. Every small action matters, even when it seems unnoticed. Every step shapes the warrior you are becoming. Strategy is not something you study occasionally. Musashi said to study strategy over the years and achieve the spirit of the warrior. It is not about feeling strong or confident. It is about making strategy a part of your life, a part of your breathing, a part of how you move and act. Preparation becomes a habit, a rhythm, a way of being. This is what ensures you do not collapse when the first test appears. When the time comes to act, there will be no warnings, only the need to respond. The warrior is ready because preparation has been constant, thorough, and invisible. Your mind is trained to remain calm, your body to move efficiently, and your spirit to endure. Discipline is not shown in the moment of pressure, it is proven by it. This is how you hold yourself unshakable against life's challenges. The unseen work is not easy. It is repetitive, silent, and often thankless. Yet it is the only way to ensure that when the world tests you, you do not falter. The practice, the training, the quiet hours of preparation, all of it becomes armor. When the moment arrives, you are not reacting from fear or hope. You are acting from readiness. You have already done the work that most never attempt. Your emotions are not just feelings. They are traps waiting to be triggered. Anger, fear, impatience, even frustration. Each one hands power to anyone who knows how to use it. The first strike of an enemy is often not with a sword, but with your own reaction. If you flinch, if you lash out, if you speak before thinking, you have already lost ground without the battle even starting. The warrior learns that stillness is a weapon. Control is true power, not control over others, but mastery over yourself. The tiger does not pounce at every sound in the forest. It waits, observes, and strikes only when the moment guarantees success. You must adopt the same patience. Your mind, your voice, your actions must remain steady even when chaos surrounds you. This is how you maintain your position and your advantage. Life will test you constantly. Delays, insults, misunderstandings, confusion, they are all part of the battlefield. If you react emotionally, you give away your line, your space, your strength. If you argue to be heard or chase fairness, you step into traps laid by circumstance or by those who seek to exploit weakness. The true warrior sees these tests clearly and does not yield. Timing, not impulse, is your ally. Control of emotion does not mean being cold or detached. It means clarity. It means seeing the world as it is and acting from reason rather than reaction. Every moment of stillness is a choice. Every pause is a position gained. Every act of restraint shapes the battlefield to your favor. You do not need to respond to every sound, every challenge, every provocation. You only need to respond when it matters. When you resist giving your power away to emotion, you create a space no one can penetrate. The enemy cannot predict your movements because they cannot read your mind. The one who does not flinch controls the tempo, and the one who controls the tempo wins. Stillness, patience, and self-control are your unseen blades. They are sharper than steel, more reliable than courage, and more enduring than force. When it is time to act, act with full force and purpose. Hesitation only weakens you. If you must speak, say it clearly and completely. If you must leave, do so without looking back. Half-hearted actions create confusion and leave space for failure. The warrior draws the blade not to threaten, but to end the fight. Every step, every word, every choice must carry weight and meaning. Musashi taught that when you decide to strike, you move calmly but with relentless intent. From the first action to the last, you do not pause, you do not falter, you do not second-guess. Life demands the same. Speak to clarify, love fully, or walk away. Train for transformation rather than progress. Nothing less is enough when the path is chosen. Clarity comes from commitment. If you are unsure, wait, train, and refine yourself. But when the moment arrives, move decisively. The sun rises without hesitation. Mountains do not move halfway. Neither should you. Every motion, every decision must reflect the full measure of your will. This is the difference between mere motion and true action. The warrior understands that partial effort leaves the door open to defeat. Full commitment removes hesitation from your mind and fear from your heart. If the blade is drawn, use it. If the word is spoken, mean it. If the path is chosen, walk it completely. Nothing half-done protects you. Nothing incomplete empowers you. Only decisive, final action builds strength, certainty, and unshakable presence. True training begins where most people stop. When your body screams for rest, when your mind pleads for comfort, that is exactly where growth begins. Resistance is the gate between who you are now and who you are trying to become. Every challenge, every difficult conversation, every promise you don't want to keep is a test. Push through it, and you build more than strength. You build character. The crow flies into the storm, not around it. It uses the wind to rise higher, stronger, faster. So must you. Life will not pause for your fatigue or fear. The point is not to enjoy the struggle, but to become clear, calm, and steadfast on the other side. Each step through discomfort is an investment in your unshakable self. The warrior does not measure progress by comfort. He trains when no one is watching, when muscles ache and patience frays. Pain is a teacher, not an enemy. Resistance is not a signal to retreat. It is the call to deepen your discipline. Each act of endurance reshapes your mind, your habits, and your will. When you embrace what others avoid, you gain what others cannot hold. The storm that shakes the world outside is only matched by the storm within. Stand firm. Use the turbulence to lift yourself. Do not avoid struggle. Let struggle refine you. This is the training that lasts, the foundation of the calm, controlled, and powerful warrior who can face any challenge without faltering. Your surroundings are never neutral. Every place you enter, every habit you keep, every person you spend time with can either strengthen you or weaken you. The warrior studies the battlefield before the fight begins. He learns the terrain, the rhythm, the hidden traps, and he moves with purpose. So must you. Your environment shapes your mind, your energy, and your ability to act. Treat it as part of your strategy, not just background noise. This is not paranoia. The snake stays low because it knows danger comes from above. The fish swims where it can breathe best, not where it fears the sky. You must see your world the same way. Your room, your schedule, the people you meet, the food you eat, even the way you use your phone, all of it matters. Arrange them to sharpen you, not dull you. Every choice is a step forward or a cut against your edge. Mastering your environment gives you freedom. You no longer react to distractions or chaos. You anticipate them. You take the space that allows your focus to thrive. Your life, your rhythm, your surroundings, these are weapons, not conveniences. Awareness of these forces is how you hold your line. The disciplined man commands his space, and in doing so, he commands his mind. Every small adjustment builds the fortress that keeps you unshakable. This is the next level of training. Knowing the battlefield inside and out allows you to move without hesitation and act without fear. Nothing around you is passive. Everything can aid or destroy. By mastering your environment, you ensure that when the world tests you, you are not taken off balance. Awareness becomes focus, and focus becomes unstoppable force. Being busy does not mean you are moving forward. The world praises speed, noise, and endless activity, but the true warrior knows that motion without purpose is wasted effort. The ant scurries in all directions, busy with nothing. The hawk circles once, watches, and then strikes with precision. True power comes from moving with intent, not motion for its own sake. Your mind is the same. Thoughts that spin endlessly without landing, actions that scatter your energy, tasks that keep you busy but don't build progress. These are distractions. Cut through them. Focus on one direction, one goal, one vow. Depth beats breadth, quality beats quantity. The sword becomes lethal not because it swings faster, but because it is true, sharp, and aligned with purpose. Your life is the same. Clarity cuts through confusion. Stillness is not weakness. The man who can hold his center when chaos erupts commands the moment. He is unshakable, not because he avoids the storm, but because he does not flinch within it. If the enemy cannot read your rhythm, he cannot manipulate you. If you are steady, your presence dominates. Silence and stillness are your hidden weapons. They allow you to see, to choose, and to strike when others are lost in motion. Mastering stillness creates control. You no longer respond to every distraction, every noise, every fleeting emotion. You move deliberately, calmly, and with clarity. What looks like waiting is actually preparation. What looks like quiet is strategy. The calm, composed mind holds the line when the world around it is spinning. This is the foundation for detachment, the next step in mastering your mind and your life. You are not promised success. You are not owed recognition. You are not guaranteed understanding or reward. What you are given is the moment, and what matters is how you act within it. The warrior focuses on execution, not on the applause that may or may not come. He acts because it is his duty, his practice, his discipline, not because he hopes for reward. Like bamboo in the wind, he bends but does not break. He does not resist the force around him, but he does not let it control him either. Every action, every choice, every movement is done with precision and presence. Hope is unreliable. Discipline endures. When the world turns against you, only the strength you built in silence holds. That calm beneath the chaos becomes your anchor. Musashi trained without expectation. He entered duels knowing death waited, yet he moved with certainty, not fear. The mind that clings to outcomes falters when plans fail. The warrior holds form, not result. The moment you crave victory more than readiness, you have already given up your advantage. Calm, steady execution outlasts fleeting hope. This is the freedom of detachment. Let go of reward. Let go of control over what others do or say. Hold tightly only what you can sharpen. Your skill, your presence, your clarity. That is where your power lives. When chaos comes, and it always will, this is the foundation that allows you to stay unshaken. And when you are unshaken, no distraction, no insult, no obstacle can bend your posture. This stillness becomes your next weapon. The world will test you not with swords, but with noise, insults, and distractions. People will misunderstand you. They will misjudge you. They may overlook you or try to shake your focus. Let it happen. Do not rush to explain yourself. Do not answer every jab or cry meant to bait you. Every reaction you give is a small surrender. Every flinch weakens your stance. The true warrior keeps his center. Musashi was feared not just for his skill with the sword, but for the presence he carried. Calm, focused, unshakable. His opponents never knew what he felt, because his feelings were irrelevant. Only his actions mattered. Be like the wolf that ignores the wind, the mountain that does not respond to shouts, the blade that does not blink when it strikes. Your stillness becomes a shield, a statement, a force of its own. When you cannot be provoked, no one can move you. When your posture is unbreakable, your position is untouchable. Silence is your weapon, and in it lies the power to control not just the moment, but the perception of everyone around you. There will be times when your plans collapse, when timing fails, when all your preparation seems useless. The untrained mind panics. It fights the moment instead of moving with it. The true warrior, however, flows like water around a stone, like wind through the trees. He adjusts without hesitation, without overthinking, simply moving with reality. Rigidity leads to failure. Discipline is not stubbornness. It is the ability to bend without breaking. Your purpose remains fixed, even as your form shifts. The bamboo survives the storm because it yields. The river does not lose power when it curves around a mountain. It flows and shapes everything over time. Musashi did not win every duel by following one method. He studied thousands, then let them go when the moment came, trusting what remained in his instincts. You are not building formulas. You are building instinct. Instinct is forged through experience, not theory. Move with reality, adjust as needed, and remain sharp. Flexibility is your survival, and adherence to principle is your strength. Every battle carries the risk of losing everything. Your comfort, your people, your control, your illusions. Let them fall. What matters is that you do not break with them. Musashi faced duels knowing any could be his last. Yet he never hesitated. Not because he feared nothing, but because he was free. Free from the lie of safety. Free from the myth of permanence. Free from craving guarantees. In that freedom, he became unstoppable. Ask yourself, what are you still trying to protect? What comforts still dictate your pace? What fears still shape your decisions? Let them go. Burn them away. Until you accept loss, you cannot live as a warrior. Living like a warrior is not about seeking destruction. It is about moving forward even when the path vanishes, even when the sky seems to fall, even when your body trembles. You walk alone, but you walk. You breathe. You hold your line, you rise again. Not because someone tells you to, not because it is easy, but because you decide. Life is not about what happens around you. It is about how you stand when it does. Master that ground, and you will be free. Fear loses its grip, and the battlefield that once held you becomes your proving ground. Your mind is a field, and not every seed that grows is yours. Some are weeds, fear, doubt, envy, planted by habit or by others. Musashi trained himself to see them clearly, without flinching, without feeding them. Observation alone gives power. When a thought rises, note it, study it, and decide if it deserves your energy. Do not react blindly. Do not rationalize delay. Do not cling to excuses. The mind wants to justify hesitation, to argue against clarity. Do not engage in the debate. Slice it away with precision. Act on what is true in the moment, not on what your mind tells you will happen. Act on what is true in the moment, not on what your mind tells you will happen or what it fears could happen. Every moment wasted in internal struggle is power surrendered. Every second you watch and choose calmly is mastery gained. Choice without panic becomes habit. Habit without distraction becomes strength. Strength without doubt becomes freedom. Watch your thoughts as Musashi watched his surroundings. Alert, unswayed, ready. The battlefield is in your head first. Dominate it. Do not let it dominate you. From this stillness, all other action flows. From this clarity, all other victory begins. Silence is not emptiness. It is armor. Words give away position, reveal intention, and invite attack. Musashi knew this. He spoke only when it mattered, and in the quiet, his presence alone shaped the space around him. Learn to be like that. Let your stillness announce your strength before a single word is spoken. Let your restraint carry weight. Discipline is not something you perform, it is who you are. Actions follow the identity you craft, not the fleeting rush of motivation. Rituals, habits, and daily choices build this identity quietly, invisibly, until it becomes second nature. The world judges what it sees, but the mind feels what it is. Become a person whose calm and focus are unshakable because they are not borrowed, they are earned. When you move through life this way, your presence communicates more than your speech ever could. People notice, but not immediately. Power through silence is subtle, lasting, and undeniable. Every choice you make, every pause you take, every restraint you observe builds the version of you that cannot be provoked, swayed, or broken. From silence flows control. From control flows mastery. You are becoming unshakable even before the first challenge arrives. The battlefield is not outside. It has always been inside you. Everyone else will stumble, falter, or run, but you must stand. No one will arrive to save you, no one will make the fight easier, and no one can fight it for you. This is the moment where discipline, preparation, and stillness meet reality. Refuse to waste energy on distractions, complaints, or the noise of others' chaos. Each choice to remain present, each refusal to react in anger or fear, is a victory. Musashi did not rely on luck, allies, or fleeting courage. He relied on mastery of himself. Your inner battlefield demands the same. Stand firm. The storms will come, the challenges will press, and doubts will whisper. But none of that matters if you have trained, observed, and committed. The mind that is unshaken by provocation, unattached to outcomes, and disciplined through ritual is stronger than any external force. This is the final frontier, the place where life tests what you have built. When you leave here, you carry more than tactics or knowledge. You carry certainty. You carry clarity. You carry the calm that comes from knowing that no matter the chaos outside, the battle within has been won. The title promise is fulfilled, not through luck, advice, or fleeting emotion, but through the deliberate, unyielding work of mastering your own mind. Stand ready, and you are already victorious.